Yep, that's right. Pacific Crest Trail. Hey, Wanagi. Not yet. Come on. Anyways, we're down here at Lake Morena. And we camped here overnight. We're going to end up doing 20 miles on the PCT tomorrow. Like I said earlier, we're going to end up doing like 20 miles on the PCT and come back here. So we'll probably, there's a bus that leaves from the malt shop, which is down that road behind me here, about a half mile down that way. And the bus comes by at about 6:40 in the morning. So we'll get down to that malt shop at 6:30. I already packed up my pack. I packed up Wanagi's pack, and we got enough food for both of us for about 3 days, 3+ days. But it's only 20 miles, so hopefully it'll be about 2.5 days. I'm not going to push it. Take it easy, slow. It's a big hike. First one I've done in a while, so just kind of a preliminary trial. Try in all the new gear we got and figure out what works, what doesn't, what we want, what we don't want. Pack has food in it, has water in it, 3 liters of water, enough food for literally 4 days. I have like 2.5, I think it's 2.5 pounds a day is what I packed of food. And then I've got about 4 days of food for her, plus snacks and cookies and things. And then everything in the pack. So her pack's just about 5.5 pounds, and she's a 60-pound dog, so that's well within the range for her. So she'll be carrying her own food. And then little Wanagi, she got her bell on. That way I can hear where she is when we're on trail. I'll probably keep her on leash most of it though, because rattlesnakes and stuff. But if we were up in like forest places where don't have to worry about the snakes, then I'd probably let her run a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, so yeah, and then my pack I tried to go as light as I could with gear, and got a new sleeping bag that's like just under 2 pounds and down 15 degree, you know, but with water and food, 3 liters of water, a couple days, 3 days, about 3.5 days. I could push it to 4 days worth of food. I definitely overstuffed it. Seriously, like 33 pounds. I'm like, holy crap. I mean, that's everything in there too. Camp stove, fuel, all that stuff. And I got some light gear, but I guess I should look at all that stuff, because I definitely could lose some ounces here and there. I could lose probably, if I was really meticulous about it, I could probably knock off another 3 or 4 pounds out of that pack. Just reconfiguring things and decide what we need and what we don't need. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyways, we're heading here towards the lake and gonna check it out. Water's pretty low. Anyways, yeah, so we're headed here towards Lake Morena's out here in front of us. We walked up this morning up the PCT just a little bit. So this morning we just walked up the trail a little bit. How cool is this? Big old granite rocks and old big brushy oak trees. These are all oak trees, scrub oaks. Pretty cool. But yeah, the lake, we looked off the cliffside, and man, the lake was so low compared to the pictures I've seen in the past of it. And you know, probably most of the pictures I'm seeing is people hiking is late spring, so all the snow and winter runoff gets in there. But they've had so many years of drought that literally the lake is tiny. It's crazy how small it is. I mean, I remember seeing the pictures of people walking around it, and there were boats out there on it and all sorts of stuff. And I mean, you could walk across it. It's probably not even, I don't know how deep it is out there, but the most of it, what I'm seeing, yeah, there's nothing. Crazy. Anyway, so we're walking down this road. Wanagi's leading off with her little bell, and we're heading down towards the lake. There's like a day use area down here. Campground's on my right. You can see here, there's some people camped out in here. Maybe some hunters even, I would imagine. Camped here and then hunting up in the hillside, probably for deer or something. I think that's this time of year in California. But yeah, we'll catch back when we're down by the lake, or we get a better view than just walking down the road. Wanagi's getting watered up. Just did a big walk up a big hill, so it's what, December right now? Another week till Christmas. What are you doing? Crazy? Oh, old beer can or something. Anyways, it's about a week after Christmas, and it is definitely not, it's probably 60s. Anyways, I think the reservoir partly goes over here, but main body is over here down this road. So we'll go down there to the water, see what it looks like, let her go swimming if she wants to, and hopefully we don't see any rattlesnakes. I don't think so this time of year. I think it's too cool. They go into hibernation. They might come out during the day a little bit, but they wouldn't be too moving around too quickly, so they'll just come out of the den maybe and heat back up and then go back in. But I doubt even that at this point, because it's getting 30s by the mornings here, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's still pretty cold. Them snakes go into hibernation, which is good because we don't want to see any of those. Map legend of the area, Lake Morena, and we are got all sorts of different fish are in there and stuff. We'll see what it looks like. I think the water's pretty low, so it's actually probably pretty slim. Oh yeah, there's some lake right there. It's not huge. Oh yeah, you can see how far down the water is. So the lake's actually split, I think, because this goes over there and then it goes through this draw to the other side over here. But I think this is the biggest part of it. We'll go down there and check it out. It'd be cool to fly fish down here, but I don't have a license or a permit for here, and I don't feel like paying for it. So, because we're actually on a boat ramp. Crazy. And you can see the dam way over there in the distance, and boy, the water's down low over there. Pretty crazy. Hang on. So we made it down to the lake. So this is Lake Morena. Morena. M-O-R-E-N-A. Morena. Looks a little green. Looking pretty green. Hey, slow down. Yeah, I don't think I want to let her swim in there. It might have algae bloom or something. Crazy, this whole thing would be underwater where we're at right now. The water line's all the way up there. But it's just such a drought year in the past few years that this reservoir has just dropped tremendously. They used to rent boats here, I guess, and it's just not possible anymore. It's too low. Be good fishing though, since all the fish are consolidated. Just find a nice deep hole and toss in there. There's a big old rise out there. Who knows what that was? So on that hill over there that goes up there, there's a zigzag going up that hill. And that's the PCT is actually right over there on that far mountain we see over there. I can see the trail kind of zigzagging up the side of the mountain, which makes sense from all the videos I've seen before. Pretty cool. And then here's the marina, Lake Morena, and the dam is right over there. And water, it's dry over there by the dam, actually. So crazy. And there's a dock right here, and the dock is probably got moved and put out there, but you can see this is all water line over here. See this? All water line. goes around the corner just a little bit, like right over to about there on the other side of those rocks, and then out over there into that corner down there, and that's it. This is probably the biggest part of the reservoir back in here, and it's so low, crazy low. Anyways, we thought we'd check it out. It's pretty green water, you can see, which is maybe normal, but I'm not gonna let her swim in there. It says no swimming up there, and then because the water's so low and it's really green, the chances of there being some toxic algae bloom in there are a lot higher. So we'll probably skip the swimming episode for today. Should be all right. She's just stoked to be outside walking. All right, well, we're gonna head on back to the camper.